Whoa. The lighting changed. I don't know how to place this arm. Sorry if I'm making noise. So in this video, I actually wanted to try and take a look at what's possible on YouTube, because Devin Crawford, I've talked about him in my other videos as well, made a video where he was actually scraping YouTube, or like, no, actually that's a lie. He was making a video about creating a software that would kind of make cuts by itself and construct a video from that. I actually don't remember if he did it using machine learning or if he just made a program that would, you know, do like simple kind of naive instructions and then make a video. But that kind of got me thinking, because one of the things that scores YouTube videos really high is the click-through rate, so getting people to your video. Obviously, the content would have to be good for you to have actually like good watch time. To be able to have a high click-through rate, you would need to have something eye-catching both in your thumbnail, but you would also need it in your title. So I was thinking, what if we took like the top, I don't know, top videos within the tech kind of part of YouTube. We took all the thumbnails and we took all the titles, we put that into a machine learning algorithm and either made it produce a thumbnail and a title, or we would just have it rate the one we made and see how well it does. I don't know how it'll go. I don't even know if I can get this data or if there is a data set. I think the first thing I'm going to try and do is to see if I can grab it off YouTube myself, because it's kind of cool scraping my own data. If I can't, I'll be looking for a data set. So that's where we're starting off, and we'll just see how it goes. We're going to be really cheesy here. Oh, this is cool. Okay, so my webcam is a bit in the way, but I can basically do this. So the API has an option to search for videos matching specific search terms, topics, locations, publication dates, and much more. So perhaps I could just do data science in this. So we search for example, data science. We get all the results, we sort by views, and then we get the top something %, and we get all those thumbnails. Let's see. Okay, let's try this thumbnail. What is this? Nothing that works. Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's my YouTube thumbnail. Cool. Okay, so my channel picture. Cool. Oh, so if I want it in high quality, I can go here, and this is going to be HD AF. Woo! It's not very HD, but sure. We'll take it. I have 68 views. Got 10 subs. Hidden subscriber count. Can I do that? The pull down menu in that section should display the value API key. Well, there's no real API key, but sure. Let's just take a look at this code, okay? There is nothing called your API key here. There is your client secret file. No, your API key. Fix? Hello? What do I do? Figured it out. So it wasn't updated, but apparently I just had to disable this, Google Auth 2.0, then let's just like edit this. So if I just enable this again, remove this, then suddenly it asks for client secret file. But if I disable it, then just re-edit this, then it's asking for an API key. I don't know why they haven't updated it, but here we go. It works. On to the next. Okay, so let's see, we searched for something, so we get a response. These were all the all-time surfing moments of the year, best of 2020, okay? Let's see. Let's see what the thumbnail gives us, okay? Let's have a look. No, that's not what I wanted. There we go. That's the thumbnail to this video. Cool. Okay. Now the curious surfing, right? So let's say data science. Data science in 5 minutes. Data science for beginners. What is data science? Simply learn. So this doesn't have the view count, which I was kind of hoping for. So I actually made it work now. So it sorts by views. I just found a post this here where it says use GCP API to arrange videos in order of number of views. And I tried to use this URL where I just changed or I added my search query. So basically I set my query to be data science. And then I added the order and view count, and I just tried that URL. So I figured, like, since like part and type and queue were like arguments that I saw within this, I figured, okay, maybe if I just add order and say view count, it'll work. So I just told it now to sort by view count, and I want the first 3 results. So we got the a day in the life of data scientist. We got what really is data science told by a data scientist, and next gen data analytics. So right now I'm basically just trying to find out how many items are in what I just printed. So I only have 50 videos, so I'm only allowed to do 50 results, unfortunately. There has to be a way to overwrite this so I can actually pass through the first 50. But we're already quite far down in view count, so maybe I have to change my query to be not just data science, but tech, because it's not necessarily just data science, like it's programming in general. Like the whole field of tech that has to do with programming, coding, tech stacks, all that kind of stuff, and all that jazz. I think they kind of have the same draw in the way that videos are made. So I think I have to broaden my scope. Just gotta figure out how to increase this limit first.
2 hours later.
So I actually found out something really cool. So I could only return 50 results at a time, but what I can do is that I can do some kind of pagination. So this thing has basically at the very top here, you can see that it has a next page token. So if I set next page token to be something, so if we're at the first page, right? And I set my next page token to nothing, then it'll be the first page, right? But then my next query would have the page token set, and that would be equals to my previous page, which is page 1's next page token. So now I'm on page 2. Now I will have a next page token, a new one, but I will also have a previous page token. So if I do this, right? If I say this and I press enter, I should be on page 1, which is reconfirmed by the fact that I only have a next page token, but another previous page token. So that's kind of cool. Now I have 5 results per page in this query. In my code, it's 50. And each page is then the next 5 videos. So now I can basically scrape whatever I want, like as far as I want. This -1 is the number that will be multiplied by our max results. So 150, it works. So now we have 150 different videos in our list, and we probably would want to output this and then append it to a file. So this is the way that I can kind of scrape all the videos. Then I could load that file again, and I could select all the thumbnails. Like this is enough quality to be able to do image recognition and actually do some computer vision on this. But this is definitely progress. Cool. Wow. So it's basically been, I think, 3 weeks since I worked in this last time, and I don't actually remember everything I did last time. I think I remember dropping off about somewhere where I could pull the pages and use pagination. So we'll just continue from there. I think the goal for this for today at least is to be able to download the thumbnails and download the titles for all the videos, and then just scrape literally the whole data science query, and we'll just see how it goes. So now we write to a file. So just to explain, because obviously it's been a run through here. So what I did is that first of all, I fixed my code just to make it a bit cleaner. So I made a method because I was calling this twice anyways. Probably could do this a bit cleaner, and I think I will, but to just explain really quick. So I've basically made a method that does a YouTube request for me, where I just took all the parameters in the YouTube search list thingy from the API, very specific here, and made them as input parameters into my method. So down here I can just call the function. That makes it a bit easier, makes the code a bit cleaner, and I really save some lines. When requesting something, the request cannot be completed because you exceeded your quota. I made too many requests. I can only do 10,000. I only got 1,000 videos. Now I have like 1,400 videos, so that's 1,400 pictures that I can use. So it is for me right now enough data to be able to do this and just set up the model and set up everything, and then I can increase my data size over time. So I think we'll actually just start with this. No! So I did a stupid thing and I overwrote my file. And I can't request anymore today. I have an idea. We're gonna cheat the system. So it's gonna take a while. This should basically just write to the folder and we get 1,500 pictures in here. So it takes a while, but now we have all the pictures. Kind of cool. All these people are data scientists, and I'm using data scientists on data scientists, so that's kind of cool. What I kind of want you to notice is, like, look, Geometech, whoops, Geometech. So he's literally like 4 or 5 times in the top 15. Geometech, you're doing a really good job. That's kind of cool. So I actually think this will conclude this part of the video because I've actually never done computer vision before. So I do have a lot of research to do on how to do this. My main focus is usually NLP, natural language processing, and I've done a lot of work with text, and I find that that's really easy. But since I haven't really touched much in computer vision, I've done a bit at college. It's going to be difficult for me to actually set up the model, and that's going to be like a whole topic in and of itself. So far we've done all the data generation for this project, and we're actually ready to just get the images out there. So the part 2 is going to be the computer vision part where we generate the thumbnails. I still haven't found out whether or not I want to generate thumbnails or make a classifier which classifies whether or not a thumbnail is good or not. That means that I would have to get the thumbnails of the worst videos as well, so I have to reverse the count of the view count, but that's based on the assumption that having low views is equal bad quality, which is not always true, but most likely. So I'll probably do something like that, and then a part 3 would then be the title either generator or title classifier. I think a title generator would be kind of cool, so you could perhaps do a title generator based on a topic, and it would generate just titles for your video, which I think could be kind of fun. But for that, we're gonna need a lot more titles than we have right now, because we only have a little above 1,500. But it's actually been very interesting for me to try and use the YouTube API to try and get some of this data. And there is a lot to play with, and I think it's really cool. I actually learned a lot of stuff. So I really just spent quite a few hours just looking into computer vision, and I noticed it's going to be a while before I have anything to output. So I think this marks it well for a version 1 or part 1 of this video, and then yeah, I think part 2 is going to be like the most interesting part of all this. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe, and please make a comment as well if you have any questions or suggestions as to what I should do for the part 2 or part 3, or even if you just have ideas for other projects that I'm gonna do. In my previous video, I talked about that I would be doing a video on bias, and I still am planning to do that. This video just came as an idea from the side, so I think that's actually really cool. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in part 2.